Hi guys, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning May 8th, 2017. I found my Magdalene deck, you guys. You know, I moved, and then I didn't know where it was. I put it somewhere safe, and then didn't know where that safe place was, but I found it, yay! So it's the Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, and of course pulling a crystal card from the Healing Crystal Oracle by Rochelle Sharman. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can just go to my website right there. It's angelsouls444.com, the services page. You should and would want to really read what the description is, because I call them readings, but I might need to change that. They're more spiritual sessions, okay, where we look at kind of where you are, where your energy is, and maybe how we can help you move forward. Oh, there's like a siren in the background. There's been sirens going off like for the past couple of days. It's been weird. But anyway, sorry to get off topic. But yes, if you want to get a session with me, you can sign up there at my website. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'll leave all that information down below. And hopefully, if my battery holds out here, I'm going to be recording the first video for the Archangel series that will be available to you on Gumroad. And essentially what these will be, we'll be talking about, I'm going to be starting with Archangel Michael. We're going to talk about why you would want to work with Michael, and, you know, what he can help you with and how to connect with him, okay? And then I'll lead you in a meditation. So again, that might take a little while for me to film and to edit and get up there, but if you're on my mailing list, then you'll get notification of that. But it should be up fairly soon. What else do I need to tell you? Oh yes, of course. I just finished recording 2 videos that I will be releasing. I might have them staggered out a little bit again, scheduling, editing. And I don't even do like fancy editing. I mean, that's how time consuming it is. Thank you, video editors out there. I appreciate you, because this, again, it's not easy. But anyway, the reload is basically what I had been talking about. And a lot of people misunderstood that the reload series would be me talking more about angels or doing extra readings. It's nothing of the sort. As a matter of fact, this might appeal to a broader audience. I'm not sure. I have no idea who would have interest in this. We'll see. But I am not going to be holding back on my language. If I do have a video where I'm using, you know, a curse word or something like that, I will definitely mark it 18 and over. But this is just talking about general life observations. It's not meant to be controversial. It's not meant to spark arguments. It's not meant to make anybody feel bad or stupid or anything like that. It's meant to be food for thought and for your consideration only. And if you don't if you don't agree, if you disagree, then that's all well and good. Again, I'm not opening these videos up for debate necessarily. It's just consider this, okay, kind of videos. So those will be up shortly as well. What else can I tell you? Let's talk about the energy behind words, because I know some of you are probably going, you put up videos about curse words that have curse words in them. Please remember that the power of a word, it's only as powerful as the intention put behind it. So please remember that. I know there's like a popular opinion out there, especially in the spiritual community, that, you know, words hold energy, and somehow if you hear a bad word, it's going to destroy your soul or something. Only if you let it, only if you take it that way, you know, and only if that person is intending it that way. Yes, if you use, you know, a swear word with a lot of anger behind it, yeah, that's going to have a very different feeling than how I'm using those words sometimes. They don't even come up in every video, but sometimes in some of those reload videos. So completely different series. Mommies and daddies out there with the little ones who watch these videos, please be mindful of that, okay? I know there's a lot of expectation around spiritual teachers, I guess, if that's what you want to call this channel. It's like a teaching channel, I suppose, or a reading channel. Again, whatever label you want to put on it. You expect that everything's going to be super holy and there's going to be no colorful language. But one of the things I think that might be a gift of mine coming to the table is that I remember that I'm human and I embrace being human. And hopefully that can be of help to other people to feel comfortable in their own skin and knowing that you can balance being spiritual and being human. Okay? Now, having that huge intro, sorry about it, let's get to the card reading. Let's see, let me just clear these out. And let's see what we have going on for the week of May 8th. Time for honesty. But honesty with yourselves, and that's one of the things that we'll talk about if you do choose to go over and get the Archangel Michael video. that wants to come out. If you go over and get the Archangel Michael video, you know, one of the things that he helps you with is understanding self-truths. And this means looking at your own imperfections without constantly pointing at everybody else's imperfections. And I'm laughing because I do that all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, why is that person, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Blah, 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 you know, instead of just going, okay, why am I so triggered by that? Now, understand I have a very different personality than a lot of other, you know, supposed spiritual people out there. Careful, discernment. And that's one of the things I talk about in one of those reload videos, is being careful about getting worshipy or putting your expectations around spiritual people. They're still human. Okay. But, yeah, getting honest with yourself, you know, what do I need to work on? What, you know, do I blame everybody else for how I feel? Do I allow people to, in their opinions, to infect me too much? Yeah, and honoring yourself every day instead of making it a special occasion. Okay, that's kind of coming up as well. I saw an example of that online the other day, and I'm like, why does it have to be like a one-day thing where you're just loving yourself? You should love yourself every day, and that way, when you are loving yourself every day, it's like a quiet love that you don't have to publicize, right? You don't have to like put it out there. Guys, we have amazing. Holy cow. Okay. I love this. I love, 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 love. So let's get into it. The Messenger is the first card that comes up. This immediately reminds me of Archangel Gabriel. And there's some message within yourself that you need to access this week. And it could be, you know, even if it's something that you don't want to look at, if you have enough self-love, you will forgive yourself for anything that comes up. Even if it produces, you know, kind of unpleasant feelings or what have you, you're okay. You're strong enough. You can face it, okay? So the Messenger card comes in and says there's a message about you, there's a message about your soul, there's a message about how to move forward. A lot of recreation here, a lot of like a restart. It's funny because I just did those reload videos, and here's a message about this. Sort of, it's like reconstructing your existence, but also watching where you throw your hatred. Michelle, I'm a very spiritual person. I don't experience hatred. You're lying, okay? Of course you do, or you wouldn't be in a human body. Come on, who are you talking to right now? Okay, but. Or if you're saying no, I don't ever. I rise above. Okay, well, we don't want to get into delusional kinds of feelings where we're like pretending that we're not feeling something. You hear me talk about that all the time. So the message here, the messenger, you're going to receive some sort of message about something you need to face, and it could be a most freeing week, and you needn't be afraid of this. You do not need to be afraid, because here we go. Look at the rest of these cards, guys. Unbelievable. The next card is love. Loving yourself through anything that comes up this week. Any decisions that you make. Just make sure that, especially like if you're in a love partnership, you're not looking at your love partner and going, oh my God, if you were different, you would make me happier. Ooh, that it's not their job to be different. It's not their job to make you happy. Okay? Like, again, we're talking about that self-love. And finding that people, okay, thank you. There's a message of love coming in. So this could be some support, some people that you thought, maybe even thought of as an enemy, or someone who just kind of rubbed you the wrong way, because what is wrong with that person? They're always going against the grain. And maybe this week you realize that person is the only form of authentic love I have around me right now. Everybody else is just putting on airs. Everybody else is just trying to pretend like everything is okay. They're pretending that they love me, and yet they don't respect me. This could be friendships too, guys. This could be friendship, love partnerships, family. How many of you have friends who say, oh, I love and adore you, and yet they don't support you? Or they're not there for you, or they treat you like an obligation, okay? So there's like getting very real. Or, you know, a parent that says, I love you, as long as you go into the career that I want you to go into. You go to the school that I want you to go to. We're not talking about conditional love. We're not talking about fair weather friends. We're talking about, again, a surprise coming. Could be a surprise message of love that someone's in love with you if you're single and you're looking. It can be a very nice little thing. This can also be divine love, as we'll see from the card here. I think that's going to be divine love first and foremost for everybody. And being able to make different choices in your life once you allow that kind of love into your life, okay, the divine love. You might start looking at somebody and going, okay, it's uncomfortable for me to admit this, but I'd rather hang out with that person who is seemingly, how do I want to put this? There's this feeling here of there's like somebody who is underappreciated in your world. They might be the quiet one. They might be the truth teller. It's usually the truth teller, the messenger, who gets shot, right? Don't shoot the messenger. And you might look at that person now through fresh eyes and go, oh my gosh, you were the only loving presence in my life because you were trying to help me remain grounded and real. You knew what was good for me and you tried to help me. So some of you might have, somebody might have said, hey, you're in a bad relationship. I love you and I'm saying this, and I know that you might hate me for saying this, but I gotta say it anyway. Like I have concerns for you, okay? And maybe you shut that person out and you're like, ugh, go away. This is the week that comes back around. And somebody who had true good intentions for you, you're seeing, again, the love there, you're seeing the truth there, and you're looking with truthful eyes at other people and going, okay, you were the one who was the loudest about, caring about me so much. But if I look at your actions, if I observe your behaviors, not even towards me, but towards other people, clarity. Oh my, it's kind of like a Mr. Darcy kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like the person who seems all like stiff is stiff and kind of uptight and kind of, pessimistic is actually the person who's the most loving. So it may not happen that exact way for everybody, but I think, it's profound enough that I had to say it. So just observe that for yourself this week. So the next card we have here is God. That's cool, right? So there's like a wash of inspiration, a wash of intelligence. That just came up, a wash of intelligence. Again, where it's not even just like intelligence about the people who surround you and intelligence about what's really going on. Okay? Like, who are your true friends? Who are the people that really do love you? If you love yourself and you connect into that divine love, it will become clear to you. Okay? Uriel just said very, very clearly, you will see God's path for you. You will see God's path for you. Now, whether you accept it or not, that's a whole other thing, okay? Or, I started feeling like I needed to expand angel souls a little bit, and that's why I made those other videos. We'll see how they go. But, God is, trying to inspire you to do something different and to even come out of, how do I want to say this? What's the right way to say it, guys? Like a mindset. I think that's a gentle way to put it. A less gentle way to put it would be coming out of brainwashing. And this might be around your belief system as well. Or, tuning into what you perceive as the true essence of God. Okay? Which might be different from what you felt before. Okay? A lot of profound stuff breaking open this week. And then we have another sort of like messenger card. And it's the prophet. Okay? I feel like there is a prophecy. Again, this isn't asking you to look into the future and do all that stuff. It's like someone coming to you with the word. It could be God's word. It might be coming through someone very holy. It could be coming through a very holy human being. Or it could be coming through your dreams and directly from spirit. Okay, so like, I don't know, beings in the non-physical, like your spirit guides sort of acting as the prophets. It's time for some message to be revealed. The teacher appears when you're ready for the lesson, right? So the prophet appears when you're ready for the message. And that's what's happening. So what does that mean for us as humans? What can we expect? Because again, you might be listening to this and going, but what the heck does that mean? Part of what we need to start understanding is that we don't need to have all the details. Okay? You are safe without all the details. Yes? But to stay safe and warm and cozy in the knowledge that God has not abandoned you, that you are loved, that things will become clearer to you, that there will be some message of clarity coming to you, and through someone who really is holy. And I'm not talking about readers on YouTube, okay? No matter what you think, we are not holy. No, we're not. okay? And I know a lot of people out there kind of get into a worshipy mode with some YouTubers. I tackle this topic in one of the reload videos, and we become very dependent on those people for their energy, for their inspiration. As soon as I've had people do that to me, they start getting worshipy with me. I'm very quick to remind them that I'm human. That's why I talk about a lot of my personal experiences. First of all, I want to connect with you human to human, and I also want you to see that I am human, okay? I don't want to be on a pedestal. I don't want to be like that. We got to be real with one another, right? So somebody holy coming through. Again, it could be non-physical, it could be someone in spirit coming through. This is probably not, I'm not talking like grandma who's on the other side is going to come through with a message for you. Maybe, but that's not what we're talking about here. This is like a prophet, perhaps a prophet, like an actual prophet that we see referenced maybe in some holy texts coming forward, perhaps for some of you, or just a message from spirit. And I do think this will really enliven you. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Will really make you come alive, will really make you blossom. Okay? So, human worries, human fears, what happens? Okay, you're still going to have to deal with, okay, God forbid if your car breaks down, work with Michael for that as well. Or you got bills to pay, the kids are driving you crazy, God bless little ones, I love kids. Or whatever, your love partner and you're not seeing eye to eye. Try not to make that your priority this week. I know that's tough because again, we're human. So we want, we have to deal with stuff. I do too. But there's something so much more beautiful waiting for us this week. All right. So just be chill. Okay. Just, there you go. There's your big message. Be chill and see how it sort of manifests for you. I don't know if you're going to hear this. I got these candles as a gift. I also got this beautiful necklace as a gift. I love these candles. They're crackling over here like I'm sitting fireside or something. So if you're picking up on that, it's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful candle, beautiful, little token of appreciation from somebody, and thank you so much. Thank you guys all who send me cards and letters and beautiful gifts, and especially things that really are coming from your heart. And please know that I'm it's not just material stuff. I value your words as much as the items that you create and send to me. I really do appreciate that, and I love you guys so much. And I want to say too, since we're on the topic, I love when you guys leave your comments. I had somebody who said, why don't you answer these? And I want to address that. First of all, I'm still working without a staff. I'm still in that stage. If I were to, let's say like I got a huge amount of support on Patreon and I could hire a staff, I would. But it doesn't work like that, okay? Often you don't get those big windfalls to help sustain videographers and editors and you know what I'm saying, and people to answer your comments, or at least monitor the comments and be like, here, you want to respond to this or whatever. So I want to be very real with you on that. I'm a one-person organization here as of the recording of this video, and sometimes, some videos get over 600 comments. There's just no way, okay? I would not have a life if I sat there and answered all of them. So I do kind of go in, any kind of message that I'm pulled to respond to, I will. But please know, and I've said this before, I do read all of them, and I'm always sending love and like, oh, thank you. I'm always sending my gratitude out there, and hopefully you can feel it. So even if you don't see a response to your comment, I took it in, and I love you. I really do. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, I'm here because of you. And I appreciate you having faith and trust in me. All right, but don't worship me, okay? I love you, but don't do that, okay? Don't give your power away. Don't do that with anybody. We're just YouTubers. All right, enough babbling. I'm sorry. Let's get our good crystal card here. Okay. Crystal card. I knew this was going to come up. I knew it. I knew it. It's Morganite, relationship healing. So isn't that interesting? We were just talking about, you're not like judging people. You're not taking a hard look at your life and going, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. It's like everybody's coming to the table with their perspective and their story, and you can choose to love that person, anyway. But again, the relationship healing, you have to heal that relationship with yourself. If you do discover that you have some sort of inauthentic people in your life, how did they get let in? What belief system in your heart allowed you to think that you were deserving? Or, you know, some people keep very shallow relationships, be them romantic, friendship, colleagues, family. You know, they keep everything very, very shallow so that there are no fights, so that there are no disagreements, so that we just keep everything sparkling and happy and shiny. What a waste of time. I'm sorry. I'm not saying like go around fighting with everybody, but part of, you know, being around other humans is to explore and understand one another on a deeper level. Okay? So approach any sort of fear that you have about going deep with another human being. And again, this is not like I gotta have a discussion with you about all the stuff that you've done wrong to me and you need to be held accountable. No, it's like, where are you coming from with this? And listen, you know, we're not on the same page with that. I know you're coming from that perspective, but I'm from this perspective. Can we meet in the middle somewhere? I want to respect where you're coming from too, but, you know, it really makes me uncomfortable when that happens, you know, and it's not your fault. It's just, you know, it's something like that, okay? Listen, I don't know the exact approach to life, but, you know, take it for what it's worth. But this is relationship healing. Again, acknowledging some truths to yourself, loving yourself, and then, you know, letting yourself, we use this word all the time, but letting yourself be healed, yes, and this will in turn heal your interactions with others. Okay, so a nice week. I really think it's a nice week. And, oh, do we have Mother's Day this week? Oh, I got to do the math. When is Mother's Day? Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there. And to some extent, I think I am the sort of mother of all the children who feel unloved or abandoned, or, you know, if they're suffering, God forbid, any sort of abuse. I will be your mother. I will love you, whether I get to see your beautiful face or not, whether you ever get to hear these words or not. Maybe my intention will flow into you. And again, to all the moms out there, no matter what you're going through, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. And to everybody else, have a beautiful week. Take care.